Okay, let's start with this video. I'm not seeing what I'm doing, but I'll start because I've tried and tried and tried and I've failed. So I'm going to make a dress. Okay. It makes a lot of sense to me when I'm seeing what I'm doing, but it seems I can't, but anyway, I will just do what I'm supposed to do. So I'll leave the same parts. Okay, so we are going to draft a dress. Yes, you can say hi to me, but I cannot see. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. I can see, but somehow I cannot see. So let's start with our dress. I'm going to start with the upper part, and remember, for the upper part we cut on fold. Okay, so this is the front. I think a blue marker will be best, of black. Get a black marker. Look of black. All right, this should be better. Oh my God. All right, so we are going to start the drafting part. Bear with me if you say hi and I cannot answer you. It's because I cannot see well. So this is better. We are going to start with the upper part. So for my upper part, for the front, I'm going to use my waist minus 3 inches. So from my shoulder to my waist minus 3 inches. Okay, so I'm going to measure from my shoulder to my bust is 10 inches. Then from my shoulder to my under bust is 13 inches. So I'll stop on my under bust point for this dress. Yes, I'm going to stop on the under bust. Okay, all right, so I'm going to measure my neckline. For the neckline, I'm going to use a neckline of 3 inches by 3 inches on the front. Okay, so you can use your arm to shape your neckline, or you can use a curved ruler. Okay, so now we are going to measure our shoulder divided by 2. My shoulder divided by 2 is 7.5. So I'll mark 7.5, and I'll come on this point as well and mark 7.5. After marking 7.5, I'm going to come on this line and go down by 1 inch, and then I'll make a shoulder slope on this line. So this is my shoulder slope. Okay, so I'm going to come up on this line by 2 inches. Okay, so after coming up by 2 inches, I'm going to make a line here. This will be now my chest line. So let's mark, this is shoulder line, this is bust line, this is under bust. Remember, I said your measurement to the waist minus 3 inches. Okay, so I'm going to join this point to this point. So after joining that line, I'm going to measure this line and divide it by 2. So after dividing it by 2, I'll come in by 0.5 inches And after doing that, I'm going to come and get my bust divide by 4 plus 1 inch. So my bust divide by 4 plus 1 inch is 10.5. So I'll also mark 10.5 on this line, on the bust line. Okay, so now I'm going to connect this point to this point here, and then to this point. Okay. Let me get a curved ruler. Okay, so after that, I'm going to come and get my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I'll come on this line as well and measure the 3.5. Then I'll make a straight line here. After making a straight line, I will go down by 1 inch. And after going down by 1 inch, I'll come on this side and go out by 1.25, and this side by 0.5. I needed that of 2 inches, so I'm going to go out by 1.25 and this side by 0.75. Okay, so after that, I'll come. I'm supposed to start the dart from here, but anyways, I'm going to come and join this here. All right, so so I told you my upper part is going to stop on the under bust line. So now we are going to measure our pattern. So I already measured the bust line. So now I'm going to measure the under bust line. My under bust line is 8.5 plus under bust divided by 4 is 8.5 plus 2 inches, which makes it 8.5 plus 2 inches, which makes it again 10.5. All right, so I'll bring it straight like this. Okay, so now I'm going to come on this line and get the center point of this line. No, I think I should make it a princess dart. It's okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come on this line and divide it by 2. I think this would be easier. So I'm going to come on this line and divide the line by 2 and get the center of that line. After getting the center of that line, I'll come here and make a straight line. Okay, so I'm going to cut out my pattern. Here you add the 0.5 inches for sewing allowance on the shoulder line. then you cut the neckline. Okay, so this is my upper part, the front. Now I'm going to make the back. So for the back, I'm going to measure as I did for the front. So from the shoulder to the bust line is 10. Then from the shoulder to the under bust is 13 as well. But remember, our back waist is not like the front waist. So from the back, we are going to reduce 3 inches from the back pattern. So for this case in the back, from my shoulder to my waist is 14 inches. So I'm going to measure 14 minus 3, which is 11. Sorry about that. 10, 11. So I'm going to make this line. So we shall take this as a back and a bust. Okay. So now I'm going to put in my neckline. My neckline 3 inches. And then I'll put in my shoulder divided by 2, which is 7.5. I'll come on this line and measure 7.5 as well. I'll come here on this line, come down by 1 inch. I'm going to come on this line and make a back neckline of 1.5 inches by 3 inches here. I'm not so good in freehand, but I try. So this is the shoulder slope. Now here we are going to come up also by 2 inches and make a chest line here. So this is our chest line, this is our bust line, this is our, we are going to take it as our under bust. Okay, so I'm going to join this point to this point. After doing that, I'm going to come here and divide this line by 2 and mark the point. Then from there, I'm going to measure my waist divide, my bust divide by 4 plus 1 inch, which is 10.5. I'll measure the same on this line, 10.5. Then I'm going to join this point to this point. Okay, so on the back, I'm going to take a small dart on my nipple to nipple measurement. On my nipple to nipple measurement of 3 inches, I'm going to take a dart of 1 inch. So that dart will start from the chest line. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take my under bust divide by 4. My under bust is 8.5 plus 1 inch. So hey, sorry, under bust is 8.5. Oh, 8.5 plus 1 inch, this 9.5 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. I forgot the sewing allowance. So which makes this weight here like this. Okay. Let me take it again. All right, so this is going to be my back pattern. So for here, I'm going to add some 0.5 sewing allowance. And here, I will also mark a 0.5 sewing allowance. Note, on the back pattern, you have to add a zip allowance when you're cutting. Okay, so when you're cutting, you're supposed to add a zip allowance on the back. On your back. So this is what we have. Now I'm going to make a waist band of this. All right, so we said we reduced 3 inches from the front and from the back. So I'm going to make a waistband of 3 inches around the dress just to mark my waistline. My waistline is 36. So 36, I'm going to make a waistband of 3 inches around, which is 36 inches. So I'm going to cut this dress, and that will be it. We shall sew it and we shall finish it. Yes. Unfortunately, I can't see you. I can't see those who are texting me if there are any. So bear with me. If you tell me hi and I don't respond, I've not seen it. Okay, so we are starting with the front pattern. Remember, we already cut the front and fold. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces, one for the lining piece and one for the main fabric. Okay, so this is our front. How should I place it? Okay. So the sewing allowance is already included. I just have to place as it is. Okay. So I already included the sewing allowance, but I'll still include some very small sewing allowance, though I already included it. Okay. So this part, I'm not going to cut it completely. I'll just craft it from here and sew it from here. You can split this pattern before cutting and split it, but I'll not split it, I'll cut it. I'll use it like this. Okay, so for this back pattern, here you have to observe something. You have to make sure that you leave a zipper allowance. Okay, so one thing I'm going to improve on this pattern is, wait a minute, I'm going to come up on this side. I'm going to come in on this side by 1 inch. Okay, all right. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut this. So I removed 1 inch from here. I'm going to extend 1 inch here and 1 inch here. So I would have done it on the pattern, but I didn't. So either way, I'm going to add 1 inch here and add 1 inch here as well. And I will pin so that everything is in place. Okay, so the 1 inch I took off from here, I'm going to replace it this side. Wait a minute. I'm going to put 1 inch here and 1 inch here. And then the 1 inch I cut off here, I'm going to replace it here. Okay. So I'll just come here and do like this. And come here and do like this. All right. So this is how I'm going to cut these parts. Okay, so we now have our front and our back. We are going to cut the sleeves, and then we shall cut the down part. So for the sleeves, I'm going to make exaggerated sleeves. So All right. It's going to be as simple as this. Okay, this will be my sleeves. So now I'm going to make the down parts of this skirt, of this dress. Hey, I forgot something. We had to make the waistband. I said my waistband is going to be 3 inches. 3 inches, I'll add 1 inch. That 1 inch is 0.5 on one side and 0.5 on one side is sewing allowance. Okay, so I'm adding 4 inches. 4 inches, 0.5 on each side is sewing allowance. So this will be my waist band for the dress. I hope it's enough to cover my waist. Unfold, because I want it to unfold. It's not enough. I'll cut another piece like this and join 2 pieces together, so it will be enough for my waistband. So I'm just going to place this on top of another piece and cut. Okay, that will be my waistband. Now I'm going to make my down pieces. I need 3 layers, 2 layers. I don't know. I'm going to make 3 layers. 2 layers might be enough, but I'll make 3. Okay, so I'm going to, this is 16 inches. I need a dress of length. Let me check again here. The dress length, I need it to be, how long? Should I make it long to the feet? I need length of, let's say I'm taking 56. 56 as the length minus 56 minus 16 is what? Fifty-six minus 16 is 40. 40 divided by 3 Okay, so let's take the dress to be, let's say our dress is going to be 56. 56 will be so long. So 56 minus 16 equals 40. 40 divided by 2. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 plus 20 make 40 divided by 3 is 40 divided by 3 is what? Yeah? 15 plus 15 plus 15 equals 2. 15 plus 15 plus 15 equals to 15 plus 15 plus 15 equals to 45. So we are going to make 15 plus 15. So I'll make 15 plus another 15. This is more than 15. So we shall see as we go. Yeah, we shall see as we proceed. If that will be enough, then we shall stop with that. If it will not be enough, then we shall proceed with cutting more. So we are going to start sewing. My goodness. Okay, so we are going to begin sewing. I told you if I need extra, I'll cut more. So I'm going to start with So we have two pieces. One is the lining piece and the other is the main fabric piece. So alright, so we are done with those pieces. Now I'm going to cut this as well. So now I'm going to add the side seam. to the side seam. Yay! I'm having issues here. So I'm going to add the side seam to the side seam. Oh my God, I forgot to take the bust dart. Hey, I was wondering why is this? It's okay. I'll just go with that. I didn't take the bust dart. Oh my God. Anyway. Whoosh. The thread is choop. Is choop, choop, choop. Right, I'm going to take off. This is 2 inches here. It was supposed to be for the bust dart. Unfortunately, I forgot to take them off, so I'm going to take them off from here. So I was supposed to take a bust dart here. I didn't take it, so I'm going to take it now. It will not come out as accurate, but it still works. Okay, so one of my pieces is done. Before even doing anything, I'll come and take off the 2 inches here. All right. So Alright, so we are done with the lining piece and the main fabric piece. So I'm going to arrange them and join them together. So I'll not top stitch as I usually do for real fabric. I'm just going to sew straight. I'm going to sew here like this, come sew here like this, and come sew here like this. If it was real fabric, I would have top stitched, but I'm not going to top stitch. Okay, I'm not top stitch. It will be wastage of time. So I'll come from here all around. Oh my god, I'm not supposed to stitch here. What is this? Sorry. Let me just sew the neckline and that will be it. I sewed here, yet I wasn't supposed to sew. So I'm going to remove it. Okay. You are supposed to sew it in the ditch here, but I'll not do that. Yeah, I don't have time for that now. Okay, the best way to do this is here. Let me see if it works. All right. So All right, so we are done with the upper parts. Remember, we made these two pieces to put on the waist. I'm going to join these two pieces together. Whoosh. I don't want this in the front, so what do I do? Okay, I hope it will reach and be on that side. So I'm going to join these parts. The waistband on the top part using 0.5 inches of sewing allowance. Hey, we have an issue here. I'm going to come on the back waist and cut off a little bit, like 0.5 to 1 inch from down towards the center. This is to avoid zipper bulging in the back. Okay. All right. So I'm going to join the skirt cups. On the upper parts. So I'm going to measure around the waist. $37. My waist is 36. The 1 inch is for, but I think it's more than 30. It's actually 30 for my waist. So I'm going to get 36 times 2. Should I put the sleeves first? Okay, I'll put the sleeves later. Let's see the down part. All right. Fifty-seven, 36 and 57 is what? 36 plus 36 is 60, is 72. All right. So this is 10 inches. Not 10, 20 inches extra. 36 and 57. Okay. I'm going to use this. And I'm going to pleat it around this part. So I'm going to go pleating small pleats. What will work better? I think one saving time. To save time, let me just make a straight stitch and gather. Yeah, it will be easier that way. Complete as you saw, but I think this is the easiest way without wasting time. Okay, so now I'm going to get these two pieces, join them. I just pray that this thread does not break because I've just made one. So it shouldn't break by any way. So we need 50, was it 57? Yeah, we need 57 around this. So I have 47. I have to make sure I have more 10 inches. Anyways, so I'm going to bring this and join it here. And then here's the center part of this, and join it in the center. Where is the center? Where is the joining line? Okay, so I have to join here. And then join here. So I'm going to make a straight stitch to run around these parts. Okay, I'm going to sew from the center to one side and from the center to one side. I think that's how I'll be able to balance it well, because I'm not in the mood for measuring again. Oh God. So now I'm going to sew this side. So we are getting the center and notching it. We have 37 on the waist, so you must make sure that on this waist as well you have 37. Four. We need more 3 inches. Okay, so we are going to get the center point as well here, and this will be our center. So we are going to bring this point we notched, this one, and put it on the point where we call our center and pin. So I'm going to start it from here going here and from here going here. So I'm also taking it from the center to this side. This is what we have so far. We need to add sleeves and zipper. So we have our sleeves here. I'm going to fold on this. I'll pass elastic through this channel. So it's going to be sort of a puff sleeve. So we shall pass elastic through this and it will become gathered. So I'm going to create another channel here. What have I done? Oh my God. I'll just continue. I've done the things vice versa. What's this? Surely, what's this? Give me a minute. Wait, let me stop this live here. I'll finish it later. So, have a good day, everyone.